A special session is underway at the state capitol on Louisiana's election laws. It comes as the state anticipates a groundbreaking ruling on its congressional map. Sabrina Wilson is live in Baton Rouge.
Hey there, Meg. The legislature's upper chamber got to work right away on one piece of legislation, but not without controversy.
The House will come to order. The clerk will oversee for roll call. Members, vote your machines.
The Louisiana House and Senate are back in session this time for a special session called by Governor Landry related to Louisiana's election laws and the anticipated U.S. Supreme Court ruling on the state's congressional district's map last week. The U.S. Supreme Court held a hearing on a challenge to Louisiana's map. A group of white residents say the map, which contains two black majority districts, relied too much on race and is unconstitutional. The session is supposed to focus on pushing back election dates in Louisiana. Qualifying for congressional races is set for January, but would be pushed back to February, and the closed party primaries would be in May instead of April under the proposed legislation.
The legislation is all aimed at pushing back the election dates in anticipation that the Supreme Court is going to gut the Voting Rights Act. So while we will not be taking up maps during this session, the goal by the governor and the majority here with the Republican leadership is to push the election dates back, which is so unfortunate. It's wrong. It's moving us in the wrong direction.
There was controversy right away as the Senate moved to take up SB 1 in committee, but Democrats said there wasn't enough public notice. Committee hearings are where the public gets to comment on legislation.
Where they're going to change the election dates for upcoming elections in Louisiana. There's been no notice to the public. Our rules require that there be notice once sessions. During session, notice must be posted.
If the Supreme Court rules that race cannot be a factor in drawing voting districts, Louisiana would have to redraw its congressional map, and the two black majority districts represented now by Troy Carter of New Orleans and Cleo Fields of Baton Rouge could be in jeopardy.
It's all about what the Supreme Court decides. We're really waiting for them to tell us what is legal and what we can and can't do, whether the map that was drawn, the current map, whether it's unconstitutional or invalid. So we're just waiting. It's really a reactionary on our part.
We do think here, and this is just sort of legal chatter, that one would be left. If we have 6 majority Republican districts here, at least 2 of them would be a little purple, and that could open the door for some conservative Democrats to be elected. So we think there will be one majority black, majority Democratic district, and probably somewhere from New Orleans to Baton Rouge or in that area.
We need to make sure communities aren't unnecessarily split to achieve a political end. My district in St. Bernard Parish, we were just summarily cut in half for no reason. And that's something that I'm committed to changing.
Governor Jeff Landry, who signed the map into law, chose now to address state lawmakers on the opening day of this special session. Reporting live from the state capitol, I'm Sabrina Wilson, Fox 8 Local First. Back to you.
Thanks, Sabrina. Governor Landry says he's talking to governors in other states and legislative leaders following yesterday's announcement that Louisiana will be unable to reload SNAP cards with new benefits next month. In a statement today, he said, quote, "I'm making it a top priority to ensure that seniors, individuals with disabilities, and children who rely on food stamps do not go hungry in Louisiana."